Good afternoon, sir. This presentation is all about standards in tools in digital signal processing presented by Jerome Osinsao for CPA. So, contents. Here are the contents. So, number one, or part one, what is DSP? So, DSPs are specialized microprocessor that operate intricately on signals such as radar, audio, and video. So application includes speech recognition, image processing, telephony, and multimedia frequently used in DSPs. So DSPs are available everywhere, including in your home, in your work, in school, and many more. So DSPs are commonly used to process signals, as this image, for example. So these are the digital signal processing standards. So number one, define goals and requirements. You must establish your objectives and needs before you begin creating DSP projects. Next, choose the right format in tools. So you might need to create many sources of documentation and communication for your DSP project, depending on your objectives and specifications. Next, follow the guidelines and standards. So you should adhere to the standards and recommendations that are relevant to your DSP project in order to maintain the uniformity, clarity, and quality of your documentation and communication. So next, use clear and precise language. The language you use in DSP documentation and communication is among the most crucial elements. You should speak in a clear, precise manner that accurately and efficiently expresses your message. So next and final one, include relevant and sufficient information. So the information you provide is a crucial component of DSP documentation and communication. You should provide sufficient and pertinent information to support your objectives. You shouldn't give your audience unnecessary or redundant information that could overwhelm or distract them. Additionally, you shouldn't omit or conceal any details that could skew your findings or conclusions. Next part, what are the uses of DSP in home and industry? So the usage of DSP in home, as you can see here, there are speakers and a sound system which plays a movie. So these speakers are used for listening to your favorite music or vibe to a certain music piece. So next, videos without speakers and sound, movies will be dull and boring. Next is overall entertainment. So speakers are also needed in forms of entertainment such as playing games, connecting with loved ones, and many more. So next, usage of DSP in industries. So this image is an example of DSP chip or embedded system that are frequently used in smartphones. So these DSP chips are already used in mobile phones for audio signal processing. Without these DSP chips, mobile phones could not be able to make calls or connect to the internet. So computers, same as mobile phones, DSP is used in computers to create a faster and more efficient specs of a computer. And smart appliances, DSPs are developed in smart appliances to increase battery life and improve processing efficiency in embedded devices by lowering power consumption. So next, the part 3, DSP implementation and examples. So because it is considerably raises the overall value of hearing protection, digital signal processing implementation is crucial. So here, DSP can be implemented in such a large area in the industry. For example, the manufacturers of speakers or headphones use DSP to create a technology called noise cancellation, which filters noise so that the output of the speakers or headset are crystal clear. So as previously stated, the goal of digital signal processing is to remove analog signals from the present moment in time and space. It is a crucial component of communication equipment that uses noise suppression and voice enhancement, though it is utilized in a wide range of modern devices. This is why the implementation of DSP is a must. So another example is the voice filters, which inputs your voice input, then changes it to a different output like it will enlarge your voice, or it will it will minimize your voice, etc. So here are the DSP examples. As you can see here, the visual representation, the process, which includes the spectrum or the signal graph, then the block diagram signal, which has the input signal. Next is application or system, which then the system will output the signals. And same as here, the graph and how the DSP separate the sound even though it is mixed. So part 4, tools in DSP. So in order to manipulate data streams, DSP systems algorithm must be very precise and timing accurate. Because DSP system uses both ADC and DAC converters to connect with the outside world, the analog components in the system also need to be carefully designed. This is why the use of DSP tools are very relevant in this process. So here are the list of digital signal tools. So number 1, signal analysis. So in short, these are the devices that could analyze a signal much better, such as applications like MATLAB, Octave, oscilloscopes, and many more. So next is signal filtering. So these are the tools that can filter any noise or interference available in the signals. So example of these are filters, equalizers, and compressors. So next are the signal modulation. So this tool helps you to overcome the constraints and difficulties of the transmission while also increasing the data throughput and dependability of the communication system. Example of these are modulators, demodulators, and software-defined radios. Next is signal encoding. So the use of signal encoding tool is to make your signal smaller and less complicated while preserving the confidentiality and integrity of your communication network. So basically, this signal encoding compresses the signal for it to become more portable or efficient. So example of these signal encoders are codecs, converters, and encryption algorithms. Next are the signal processing libraries. So these signal processing libraries are libraries available for applications such as Python or Java, and can be incorporated into other applications like, for example, the MATLAB and Octave. So signal processing projects. So this final tool are simply the application of what you have learned throughout the journey of learning digital signal processing. So you can either create your own projects depending on your interests and objectives, or locate signal processing projects online on websites like Instructables, Hackster, and Coursera. So these are the DSP tools example. So this is the MATLAB, available in Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Then this is the Octave, which is also available in Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So that's all, and thank you for listening.